Hi, this is Faith Bernard, the Holistic Entrepreneur, and this is the second video in a series of training videos to help you understand how to utilize our Alive to Thrive system that we use to build our Isagenix business. There's Alive to Thrive now.com, which is our presentation website, and there's Alive to Thrive team.com, which is the training site. But I thought I'd do a couple short videos so that you have a better feel for how to work with the system. This is to keep you from being spread out, having too many different websites to access, and having a simple, focused system for you and for your new person. Because when people first hear about any business, they're thinking a couple things. Do I want to do it? And can I do it? And so we want to keep this fun and simple. So we're going to do a screen share. First, we're going to talk about the invite. And we're going to talk about two simple ways to do it. An invite through texting on your phone, like this. Or you can do the very same thing through a private message on Facebook. So for this video, I'm going to illustrate it on Facebook because it'll be a lot easier. So let me go ahead and hit screen share. And I'm going to go, hopefully that takes me to the right, not the window I want to be on, but let's change it. So let me go over here to the right one. You can see me, you can see the video there. Okay, now we're on the right one. So first thing we want to do is we want to do the invite. So what might that look like? I think a really simple thing is just something like love to connect, like that. And then when they respond, they'll probably respond, well, what are some good times for you? And you'll say maybe back then, well, what's a couple of good times for you? Or you can just tell them, well, this time will work, and you actually secure the time that you want to connect. And then when they, or you can say something like this, love to connect, I have an idea I'd like to run by you. Okay, so I like this one a lot. Love to connect, have an idea I'd like to run by you. So they know right away there's something that you have, an agenda in the sense that you have a reason that you're calling them and that you would love to connect with them. So those two things. And you can do this by text or on Facebook. Secure the time and book the appointment. So that is that. So let me click on that. And now you'll notice we have our Alive to Thrive group on Facebook. So that's what it looks like. And when we go over to not add a file, sorry, to the files area here, you'll notice the very first link, you're going to see the invitation and the presentation. Okay. Now I already have that up, so I'm going to go ahead and click on that tab. And it's really, really simple. So we're not trying to sell. We are simply asking them to take a look. So it really takes the pressure off. Now I just covered how to do the invite, and Bonnie gets into that in the script, but we're going to pass that up because we've already walked through that. And again, she says here, your only job with the phone call is to ask people to take a look. So keeping it really fun and lighthearted. Have a good posture on the call. Have a smile on your voice, or just smile and your voice will be smiling. Be warm and upbeat. If people sense your fear or hesitation, it does cause them to put up walls. So just relax. And a great way to do an invite is to use what we call the indirect or third-party approach. And this is more comfortable for everyone involved. So here is a sample script. And again, these are samples that you can role play in front of the mirror to yourself. You could have a accountability partner that you role play with, but don't use that as an excuse if you don't have one. Go ahead and role play in front of the mirror. You can get this to the point where you're really, really comfortable with it. And again, it's not about having it super scripted, but there's certain things you want to do. You want to connect with them. Now, obviously, if you've pre-set up the appointment, you won't have to ask, did I catch you at a good time, because you already set up that appointment. So we'll assume that you did that. It's in the script. You can refer to it. Okay, so they say, great. I don't know if you know this, but I started a business with a company that's absolutely leading the pack in nutritional technology and anti-aging solutions. Do you happen to be familiar with Isagenix? Or you might say, have you heard of Isagenix? And then ask them how they heard about it, if they did. Did you order the products? What was your experience? Or if they didn't, why not? I'm curious. So again, you're just having a conversation. If they're already actively working with someone, honor that relationship. Not unless they have a strong feeling about why they don't want to work with them, then of course it's always their option. And then if they have not heard of it, just say, well, I decided to get involved on the business level with Isagenix after having an incredible product experience. And then just honestly tell your story. Mine was, hey, my dear friend Renata Lee shared it with me. And I was, I was so impressed with the whole thing about nutrition and cleansing and feeding the body. I thought, what the heck, I have nothing to lose. And I actually secretly had about 10 pounds I wanted to release. Well, my husband and I released 10 pounds during our first 9 days on the program. But even more importantly than that, or as importantly, we felt amazing. And my husband looked 20 years younger. So I was super impressed. I also realized that the income opportunity was incredible. And I really have a passion for liberating families and bringing them home. So that might be a 30-second story. So this is why I feel compelled to share, something like that. Just speak from your heart. So, and then you want to compliment them. That's the next little piece. You tell your quick 30-second story and then say, I thought of you because I just really respect you. I appreciate your business success, your contribution to the community. Or if you don't know them that well, maybe you just know them from Facebook. I said, I always love your posts on Facebook. They always put a smile on my face. And I always thought, I really want to get to know you more. And, I just think you're a really great person. So, so we skipped through this little part here because that's the compliment part. And this is the part where we're, again, taking the pressure off of them and us. Please understand, as much as I would love to have you take a look at this for yourself personally, I also understand that this may not be a fit for you right now in your life, but that if you understood what it is, you may be able to refer me to someone else for whom it would be a perfect fit. All I need is about 15 minutes. Now this one says, can we meet for coffee? Now I tend to meet a lot of people over the phone because I live in a small town and a lot of my connections are not right here. So I might say to them, when do you have 15 minutes to be in front of your computer? That's really all I want to do, is just book to the next appointment to have them take a look. And if they say right now, I'll just go ahead and give them the URL, and I'm going to give them a live to thrivenow.com. Okay, if they're not available now, I'm going to set up the appointment. Okay, so if we're setting up the appointment, we want to confirm. I said, okay, so if anything changes, you will call me, right? Something like that. You just want to make sure that they're really committed to that appointment. I don't tend just to give people the link, not unless I absolutely have to, because sometimes even when they're well-meaning, I mean, if you do give them the link and say click on the Freedom tab, and I'm going to show you that in just a minute here, we'll actually go to that website. Let me just find it here. Okay, here it is. So if I were to give them the website, it would be alive to thrivenow.com. And I said, now you want to click on the Freedom tab. Well, she's got it set up now, so it just shows right up on the home page. So they don't even have to click on anything. They're immediately on the Freedom tab. And she's actually has the Isagenix story first. I think I would have them watch Experience Isagenix first. That's just my personal opinion, only 3.5 minutes. It's got a lot of energy to it. And then have them watch the 9.5 minute. You'll have to experiment with that. Maybe you want to have them start out with the Isagenix story first. But remember, this is a 9.5 minute presentation. And this one down here, Experience Isagenix, has a lot of energy and it's only 3.5 minutes. So you decide which way you want to go with that. I personally want to sort of grab their attention quickly and then take them to the Isagenix story. But very, very simple. As you can see, they don't, they don't even have to really click on the Freedom tab anymore, because as soon as they go to alive2thrivenow.com, they're right there. Now, if I were to give them that link, I would say, now, when are you going to, when will you be able to watch those videos? Or you will go ahead, so you're going to watch the 2 videos, right? And great. You want to like confirm that with them. You don't want to just sort of give them a link and assume that they're going to watch the videos. But I think my preferable way of doing this would be to say, when do you have 15 minutes to be in front of your computer? If they say right now, then great. I'm going to go ahead and just give them the link and say, now go ahead and click on the second video, Experience Isagenix, and then move up to the second one for the little bit more information. And I'm going to set my phone down, put it on mute, and pick up again in about 14 minutes and just check in and see if you've finished watching those videos. Okay, great. So that's basically what I would be doing. Is and if I have to set it up for a different time, I'm going to go ahead and again only book to when do you have 15 minutes to be in front of your computer, rather than giving them the link, not unless they insist. That's the way they would prefer to do it. But it's all about your posture. So I'm going to go ahead and get off of this screen share. And hopefully that'll pop off here in a minute. Yes, it's got a little extra step here it's making me click on. That's new. Google Hangouts are always changing. They're always adding new pieces. So that's it. So then after they view the videos, and ideally, if you're just booking to a time when they have the 15 minutes, then you get to respond to them right after they watch the videos. And I would say to them, what did you like best? What stood out for you? And just listen. You want to probe a little bit. You want to expand on that. That's what probing means. Have them expand on what they're saying. Just probe a little bit more. What stood out for you? What did you like best? Tell me a little bit more about that. You want to find out what's in their heart, what really matters to them. Then they're going to let you know. They're going to let you know about their health, about what's going on with their family, and probably what's going on with their financial situation. So once you determine that they have an interest, say, then what is the next step you'd like to take? And they're going to tell you. That's as close as I get to a closing question, because I simply want them to feel in control and know that, okay, so now I need to make a decision. What do I want to do next? And they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you, well, I need to check with my spouse, or I need to, I have a few more questions. And they're going to ask you what those questions, they're going to share what those questions are, or you're going to ask. And then they'll be, well, they may say, well, how do I get started? And this is where you want to take them to the packages that I showed you in the other video. And for time's sake, I'm not going to try to do the screen share again. We just take them to this, and you can actually find this online under isabusiness.com, and you can print these out. You can even do a Google search and just look for Isagenix, what do I say here? Isagenix packages, or just look on your website. But again, you can print these out, and you can already have this already set up ahead of time, and then take their order. And I write it down first rather than just trying to enter it into my website. Because what if I write down their credit card information incorrectly? You want to make sure you get it on paper. And that gives you an opportunity to get back to them if there's any issues, and then put the order in, and then follow up with them and let them know when that order is taking place. That's it for this piece. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video, everyone.